Everyone, in this video I'm going to explain to all of you about tutorial how to make 12 and 15 meter house with two-story with the modern style. Okay, first of all we have to make the basic shape with rotated rectangle. We can set the size of the front of line on our house 12 meter. So on the back we can set it 15 meter. Okay, you can see about it. Okay, so we can just make the thickness about it. We can just make the thickness around 300 millimeter. Okay, so then we can just make it group anyway, and then we can make the another wall. We can make the wall pattern in this position. We can just use the tape measure tool. We can start click from right to the left around 6 meter anyway. Okay, so we can set it back just a little bit around a 5.5 meter. Okay, just something like this. Then we can make the entrance space on here. We can make the entrance space 1500 millimeter. So then we can push it the guideline to the front around a 3 meter. Okay, so we can make the wall pattern first. Maybe we can just add this some additional guideline here. We can move. We can click to the back 1 meter. Okay, just something like this. So we can make the outline of this basic wall. We can start making outline with line tool. Start from here, and you can follow about the basic line anyway. Okay, so we can get the basic plans like this. Then we can offset it inside 150 millimeter. So then we can erase it of the unnecessary plane. So then we have to push it up 3500 millimeter, and then we can just make it group anyway. Okay, and after that we can make the another additional floor. We can make the first floor with using this rectangle. Start from here to the here. Then we can add more rectangle again here. So then we can add more rectangle again here. Then we can erase some unnecessary plane over there. Then we can just push it down around 500 millimeter approximately. Okay, it's just for basic detail for the slab. So then we can make the another wall on the first floor with using line tool anyway. We can using this. Start from here. We can throw it in here anyway. Okay, we can throw it here, and we can throw it here. Okay, we can finish it. Okay, so then we can offset it inside 150 millimeter. So we can erase some unnecessary plane over there. Then we have to push it up 3500 millimeter. So then we have to make it group anyway. Then we can make the flat roof with rectangle over there. We can using this. Okay, we can push it down around 300 millimeter only. Make group. So then we can add more rectangle. We can add more rectangle over there. We can using this line. Okay, we can throw it down. We can throw it down. Okay, just something like this. We can push it to the back side over there. Then we can clean. We can make the line over there, so we can get the side in this area. We can this basic shape. We can get the separated wall in this area. We can just push it up. Okay, we can just push it up a little bit, maybe around 1500 millimeter only. So we can erase it. Okay, so then we can make another flat roof over there. We can using the rectangle and push it down 300 millimeter. Okay, so then we can just make it group anyway. Then after that we can also make another element. We can make the canopy in here. We can start making canopy for any position in here. You can follow this step. You can place to this position. You can place this line, so it has been elbow line over there. Then we have to offset it inside around 400 millimeter, so we can just complete this uncompleted line over there. Okay, then we have to push it to the front around 800. Sorry, we have to push it to the front around 800 millimeter or 80 centimeter. Then we can complete this unnecessary. We can complete the shape. We can complete this side to push it back, so we can get the basic shape of this house. Then we can make another flat roof over there. Okay, we can make another flat roof over there. So then we have to push it down until 300 millimeter. Okay, so then we have to make it group anyway. Okay, and after that we can make the small corner. We can make the small corner window in here, so we can just click it with a line. We can draw it with a line over there, so then we can make the line here. Okay, so and after that we can also push it to the left side until the limit and push it to the back until the limit. Then we can get the clear shape over there. Okay, don't forget to make the basic floor. Don't forget to make the ground floor over there. We can just move it down anyway, like this, so we can make the basic floor with a line or a rectangle. Maybe we can using line to make a ground floor over there, so we can get the position on it. Okay, so after that we have to push it down around 300 millimeter. Then we can just make it group anyway. Then we can push it to the front around the same position maybe. Then we can make another difference level of the floor. We can push it down 50 millimeter only. Okay, and after that we can move it up until this position. Okay, so then we have to push it down anyway. We can push it down until this position. Then we can push it down until this position, and okay, we can just complete this wall anyway. We can move this canopy to the down. Okay, we can move it down in here, and we can push it down again. We can push it down again for this wall anyway. Okay, so we can get the clean area. Then we can select a rectangle and place on this position. Then we have to push it to the front just like this, and we can just make it group anyway. Okay, so then we can make the window frame over there. We can using the line start from here until here. Then we can click it all and offset it inside around 120 millimeter. Then we can complete the uncompleted line over there. I'm sorry, we have to push it to the front for this. Okay, for this area of this floor, we can push it to the front just like this, and then we can click it all and move it to the front and just click it to the back. Okay, so then we can push it up around 40 millimeter. and we can make group, and we can duplicate. We can make component create, so then we can duplicate it by select move, select object, and press Ctrl to duplicate it. Okay, so then we can select the rectangle. Okay, we can push it to the left side around 40mm, and then we can make it group. Okay, so then we can select a rectangle, then we can push it to the front around 40mm. So then we can make it group, and we can make the another component, just create component of this frame, vertical frame. Then we have to move and press Ctrl. Then we can place on this position around 1200mm. So then we can make the another frame, horizontal frame, using the line rectangle. Then we have to push it up 40mm and make it group anyway. Then we can just move and place on this position. You can just place on this position around 1700. I'm sorry, we can move, duplicate it 1700mm, or maybe more, okay, 300 more, and then we can make the another frame element, or we can just make it to be window sliding element over there. We can just rectangle and place, we can use the rectangle, place on here. We can offset it inside around 40mm. Can erase it, then we can push it to the back around 40mm. So then we can just make it group, and okay, we can make the classes object over there. We can push it to the front just little, around 10 or 5mm. So then we can just make it group, make component. Okay, create, then we can just move and press Ctrl to duplicate it, and then place on this position. Then and after that we can also make the another L shape or corner place over there. We can select it all and offset it outside around 10mm. Then we can complete the uncompleted basic shape. Then we have to push it to the upper position until this side. So then we can just make it group, and we can make the another placing object over there with the same method with the previous step. Then we can just make it group, and after that we can make the first floor. We can make the first floor area. Okay, we can just edit this canopy using the line, and then we can push it up again. So then we can select this object, and then we can just select. Okay, we can complete the uncompleted line over there. Okay, we can delete unnecessary line, then we have to push it up around 900mm. Then we can push it to the back around until this limit. Okay, so then we can make the another space of it. Okay, we can make the glazing, but before we make it, we have to push it to the back around 150mm, something like this. Then we can make the glaze element here with the thickness around 20mm thickness. Then we can just make it group, and okay, we can make the another additional door. We can using the 3000mm of the height of the door. We can select the tape measure tool and place on this position around 400. Okay, so we can just delete this opening, so we have to push it to the back, just something like this. Then now we can push it to the back. or maybe we can just push it to the front for the floor, for this floor anyway. And also we can push the wall till this position only, so we can complete this balcony position. We can throw it, we can push it until this position, so we can set the difference level between the first floor and the semi-outdoor floor with around 50 mm for the distinction of elevation. Then so we can complete it all. Okay, so we can check it up. We have to make sure that this wall are closed. Okay, so we can get it. Okay, so we have to push it up. We have to push it up until this position, so then we can push it to the another side over there. We can complete it and complete it also. I'm sorry. Okay, so then we can make the another floor element. We can using the parquet, maybe we can using this siding. Okay, maybe just something like this, you can see about it. So then we can make the door frame. We can start using the line, start from here until here and until this position. Okay, so we can push it, we can offset it inside around 40 mm. Okay, then we can cut it. Okay, so then we have to push it to the back around 120 mm and just make it group. So and then we can divide it into the three part of the width of this door frame with line, then divide with the three part. Okay, so then we can place on this position, we can push it, scale it down, we can offset it inside around 50 mm only, just erase, and then we have to push it to the back around around 80 mm, maybe make group, and then we can make another glass element with a rectangle. We can place on this position, push it to the front around 10 or 20 mm, and then we can just make group, make component, create, then we can duplicate it to the right side until it gonna be triple door relief over there, or you can follow it. Okay, so then we can make another element. Okay, we can use this line until this finished floor of the balcony. So okay, we can just offset it outside around this position, so then we can just complete the uncompleted line over there, then we can complete it again and push it to the front. We can push it to the front around 800 mm only, then we can make a group, so then we can set another component. We can just push it up again anyway. Okay, so then we can make another landscape element here. Okay, we can set this landscape element right here and this landscape element right here. Sorry, it's getting complicated. Okay, so this is about the landscape element, so you can follow it. And now we can set the landscape element first for this okay, this area only. So then we can set the glasses material on this position. We can using this glasses material, and this is also. So then we can set the frame color of the window and the door. We can set the dark color of this material of the frame, so we can get it and we can set it also. Okay, so then we can make another door element. We can push it to the back. Okay, but we have to, okay, it's enough. Now we can make the door entrance frame like this. Okay, just like this. Okay, we can offset it inside around 40 mm. Okay, then we can complete this uncompleted line over there, and we can push it to the back around 120 mm. Just click it and make group. Then we can click it and move it up, duplicate it around 40 mm, and we can push it to the front around around 300 or 400 mm. We can move it and duplicate it left side around 40 mm only. Then we have to push it to the upper position. Okay, so then we can make the door element. Okay, then we have to push it to the front around 50 mm, and then we can just make a group, and then we can make the rustic wood element over there. Then we can move it to the back. Okay, we can select the rectangle and make the glass element over there. Okay, we can make a door handle, maybe push it to the front just a little bit, so then we can make the frame color again in this position. Okay, so and then we can make another wood element. We can use this bedboard, then we can place on this material. We can place this material only also. So then we can select the concrete element. We can using the concrete this. Okay, so then we can adjust the black color for the canopy. We can use black color, and we can also offset it inside just a little bit, something like this, and then we can push it to the front just a little bit. We can offset it inside and push it to the front just a little bit. Okay, so then we can make the glass color or glass material over there, and we can also make the floor element with this material. Sorry, we can this place also. Just something like this. We can set the color of this board anyway. Or maybe we can set the texture around 2000. Okay, so something like this, so it more clear enough. And after that we can also add the component. We can also add the more component. We can using this component. We can using this tree, and we can scale it down, and we can move and press Ctrl to duplicate it and place on this position. And also we can, or okay, maybe we can just delete it first. Okay, and then we can make another green glass element. Okay, just something like this. So then we can set the landscape texture. We can use this. Okay, so we can delete some unnecessary line over there. We can delete some unnecessary line over there. Okay, I will give you a dimension about the design. It 12 and 15 meter, and the tall it's around 8.8 meter, and right here around 7.3, and we in this dimension around 6 meter, and this is around 6 meter, and this is around 3.7. Okay, so then you can see about the dimension. Okay, then we can set the distance from this position. Okay, okay, this is about the dimension. Okay, things it's enough. And then the last we can set the shadow. Just something like this. Okay, I think it's enough. I hope it will be a lot of benefit to all of you, and we'll just wait for my next video. Thank you.